Hello again.
Hey, sorry about that.
No worries.
No, so good. I have some catching up to do with this lesson, so I gotta do some more studying. So, because I was totally lost, but
I need to go back and
yeah,
I did the homework.
yeah, I did that, but I still
I don't understand why I got some of the answers I did, even though they're right. So,
yeah.
and I don't know if everyone saw, so when is it? Is it this next? Not this coming Wednesday, but next Wednesday. One of my kiddos has to have an endoscopy done. So I don't know what it'll be. I will get on. I just may not be able to share my screen that week. I'll just kind of have to see
Okay.
when I can get home. It's just, I scheduled this 6 months ago. It was a long wait list for him. So otherwise I just reschedule it.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, okay, excuse me. When you were taking a sample size of n equals 5, what is the shape of the distribution of means histogram when the parent population is normally distributed? So that's still normal, right? Where it is normally
Yeah.
distributed. Okay.
Because there's a larger sample size, is what I wrote down. So hang on, go back up there. So 3,
I thought it was because the parent population was normally distributed.
yeah, it's because the parent population is normal.
And same thing for number 6, right? It's normal both because it's a normal population,
Mhm.
parent population.
And it's a large sample size.
Okay. Okay, when would the distribution of means be normally distributed? Choose all correct responses. Data are drawn from a population that is normally distributed and the sample size is small. So that
Yes.
data are drawn from a population that is normally distributed and the sample size is large.
Yes.
Yes. Data drawn from a population that is right skewed and the sample size is small. That's not okay.
No.
Next one is because it's large, correct?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Which of the following gives the best explanation of the central limit theorem? If the parent population from which the data is drawn is normally distributed, then the sample mean X will follow a normal distribution. See, and I wrote it down, but I think it's on my computer that I wrote it down.
It's not.
Sorry. Switching back.
The central limit theorem, I can read it to you. I have it right here. As
It
the
should be the
sample
last one, I
size,
think.
as the sample size n increases and becomes large, the distribution of sample means becomes approximately normal. So it's the last one.
Okay. Should have just read it because I knew that one wasn't right. Sorry.
And that
I
was
get all
last week.
stressed out when I don't have it right in front of me. Okay. Use the following information to answer the next 4 questions. Let X be a random variable with a population mean of 10 and a population standard deviation of 6. Suppose a sample size of 36 is drawn from this population. What is the mean of the distribution of sample means?
10. So it's equal to, that's that first formula is, or the second one is the mean of the distribution of the sample means equals the mean of the parent population. So it should be 10, right?
Mhm.
You guys get that? Okay.
What is the standard deviation of the distribution of sample means?
And that's the other formula. So it's
1.
Yeah, it's 1. Yeah.
So, sorry.
Do you need to see how that works?
Yes, please. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's the
done.
formula. I don't know if you can see my paper right there.
Yes.
Is it backwards?
No, it's the sigma x equals sigma over square root of n.
Correct.
Okay,
So the one on top is the standard deviation over the square root of the sample size.
okay, that makes sense. So it would be 6 over the square root of 36, so 6 over 6.
So one, yeah, just one.
Okay. Sorry. That I
No,
just wanted to
no,
make
it's
sure I'm
good.
getting the math right.
The only reason I know this is because my husband sat with me this morning before we got on here and went through this with me and explained it to me, or I would be sitting here going, I have no clue what you guys
I
are
should
talking
have been
about.
doing that. I was helping my husband study for his chem test that he's taking today,
That's okay.
which I still don't understand. There's a good reason he's the one going into science and I'm not. He thinks I'm going to be this great help when he gets into vet school, and I think he's kidding himself.
Go feed the animals.
I'll feed if by animals you mean my children, yes, 100%
Yes.
yes. Okay, regardless of the distribution of the population, if the sample size is large or greater than 30, what would the shape distribution of the distribution of the sample mean? What would be, sorry, the shape distribution of the distribution of the sample mean?
Normal.
Because it's large, right? Okay. What theorem would justify your response to the last question?
I put down the central limit theorem. Is that what you guys thought?
It would actually be the law of large numbers.
So
Essentially.
because they're talking about okay, so regardless of the distribution of the population, the sample size is large. What would be the shape or distribution of the distribution of sample mean? And so that's where when I showed you my definitions, I wrote down in parentheses where he said shape will be normally distributed under the central limit theorem. And then under law of large numbers, it said the mean will become more accurate. So I was thinking that it was the central limit theorem because of that last little tag that he put on there. Does that make sense?
See, in that, I'm sorry, I'm just reading over what I did for my homework. The central
So
limit,
as the sample size increases and becomes large, the distribution of the sample means becomes approximately normal. So regardless of the distribution of the population, if the sample size is large, what would be the shape distribution of the distribution of sample? Because they're asking what would the shape be of the distribution of the sample means. So that makes me think it's the central limit theorem, but
well,
Taven, you think it's the law of large numbers?
No, I think it's what you said.
let's give it a shot. If it's
Central
wrong, then we know the answer.
Yeah, there-
Yeah, this is on yours. You get to try.
I don't mind that. So let's go ahead and
You
give it a
messed up.
try, and if any of them are wrong, we'll go back. Nope. Hey.
We got it right?
I'm going to.
We did.
Taven! The old lady got it right.
Studied this morning.
Sorry, I'm just going through slowly so that if anyone needs to come back for the answers, they're there.
Awesome.
Hey, did you guys, so I was gonna take that that proctor exam. It says that we need to input a code. Do we have that yet?
Mm,
I
I think it's a trick question. I got it wrong on my last one. there wasn't a code or something. It was like, I didn't read, you're supposed to watch, there's like a little video clip you're supposed to watch about taking a proctored exam or something. And it gives you the answer to that. And I didn't take it. And I didn't watch the video. I just, because it's like a 2-question thing I had to do in my, I think it was in my nutrition class. And they want you to just set it up. Did you guys already do that in another class yet?
No, this is my first class that has, that I have.
It's only worth 2 points because there's like 2 questions in it. So it's not really a test. There's no math in it. It's just a
Yeah.
test as to whether or not you know how to use the proctor thing. And I got that question about the code wrong because I didn't watch the video. And so I don't really know what it said, but so I only got 1 point in my nutrition class for my stupid proctor video.
Well, because even like when I go to take the quiz, it's asking for an access code.
Oh,
So it says this quiz is restricted by an access code. You'll need to ask your teacher or proctor to type it in or tell you the access code in order to take the quiz. So,
oh, that's weird.
yeah. So I sent him a note saying, "Hey, what's the code?" I'm waiting for him to respond. So,
Oh,
but
you're just ahead.
well, it's again, it's a 2-point thing or 2-question thing. It's like, it's just, again, like you said, just to figure out if we know what the heck we're doing. So just whatever.
I'll try.
I just have a whole problem with that whole proctor thing anyway, because they can like see everything on your computer. You're giving them access to your entire life basically on your computer.
Which, okay, but I better close out some windows then.
They
So,
make you close them, but that doesn't mean that they don't have access to your computer.
got it.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's not super, like, it's secure for them.
Interesting. Well, yeah, I have a bit of a problem with that then. It's like, yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, but anyway, if you want to
Right.
take your test, though, that's how you have to do it unless you go up to campus and do it. Which I don't even know if
Well-
you can do that. I think you have, well, I think maybe you can. Or you could do it on a different computer. You could go to the library or something and take it.
That's true. Got it. All right. All good. We'll figure it out.
Hey, well, I guess that's
Okay.
it for today, unless y'all have any questions.
I
Otherwise,
think I'm okay till Wednesday.
I'll see
Wednesday
you
will be a whole new ballgame though,
I've
so
not even looked at the work yet. So,
I haven't either, so. It's like
Okay, well-
learning Chinese.
right?
Thankfully, my husband speaks Chinese, and so we're all good.
Okay, well, I'll plan on seeing you guys Wednesday.
All right. Sounds good, guys.
Hey, Anthony, did you want me to put these in the email so that you don't have to go looking for them in the discussion?
That's fine. You just put it in the discussion because I'm gonna start going through them and trying to pick up some tips and how to actually pass this course and like know stuff. So
Anthony, if you
Yeah.
need help and you want to go through stuff without everybody else, and let me know if you want to go through it and talk about any of the questions, and I'll make my husband sit with us.
okay, got it.
Okay.
Sounds good. All
Okay,
right.
I'm serious. I know, because I totally, when I opened this yesterday, like it's seriously, like last week when I almost dropped the class. I was sitting here crying at my kitchen counter and my son came up the stairs. Makes me teary even thinking about it. And I was sitting here going, I can't do this. I can't do this. And he comes up the stairs and he's like, what is wrong with you? And he sat here for an hour with me and explained everything. And we went through everything and it made so much more sense to me. And I was able to
Yeah.
do the quiz and it was fine. And I felt like I understood it. And so when I opened it and my brain, I have ADD, I'm sure I do. And so when I look at lots of words to explain something like the means of the distribution stuff, it's just like, to me, it's just gibberish.
Yeah.
But it just takes someone sitting with you for just a few minutes to kind of just, for me anyway, it really is super helpful. And I'm totally happy to, like, if sometimes it's just reading through the questions slowly with another person.
Sure.
And then I kind of go, oh, that's what it is, like it makes total sense.
Got it.
So, but we don't need to
Yeah.
do that in a huge group. If any of you guys ever want to do that, let me know. I'm
Yeah,
happy.
it's just like the formulas, right? I mean, I haven't done anything with formulas or math in 8 years, right? So, but anyways,
No, I got you. Well, that one formula with the square root thing,
yeah,
I don't know how to calculate square root unless I do it on my phone. I just have a thing on my phone, and
Mhm.
so they showed me how to just plug it into my phone to figure that out, and then it's really simple. So,
okay,
all right. So don't
Cool.
stress. Seriously,
right.
send me a message, and we can do FaceTime or something if you want to. Okay.
Okay, sounds good. All right.
Okay.
Thanks, y'all.
Have a good day, guys.
Bye,
See ya.
guys.
Bye.
Okay, bye.